What's up, everybody? Divine here, making 3 videos in a row. Yeah. I never seen myself doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I wanted to talk about character strength, talk about the Electro MC, and talk about the characters and character strength, what that means, and viability. I want to just talk about all of this, and it's gonna be mainly centered around the MC with this one, but this applies for a lot of characters. So if you don't know, Genshin runs, and many people in the Genshin community run on a system and a tier or a category list for characters. You have your main DPSs, sub DPS. You have your main DPSs who are meant to be on the field all the time. They're meant to be there to do all, like, the main damage, right? The main damage dealer. They're the main damage dealer. They're here to do sustained damage usually, or like maybe they might have backloaded. We're not gonna get into that. But basically, they're here to do damage. They're the character you use basically the most. You're basically your strongest character on your team usually. And so that's a main DPS. And then you go down to sub DPS. And sub DPSs, they're usually units here to do also damage, but they're not your main damager. They're not here to do all the damage. They're here to like take some levity off of your main damage dealer and do some damage themselves, and maybe sometimes support your main damage dealer. You have your supports usually, who are here to provide a supportive benefit to other characters and provide some support to your damage dealer and your rest of your team. And then you have healers or shielders, whatever the hell you want to put in your last slot, really. And these characters are here. Healers specifically are here to heal. Shielders to shield. Self-explanatory. But these characters are also meant to be supports. They're meant to support the rest of the team. Sometimes with people like Zhongli, you can run them as a sub DPS as well. But yeah, that's usually the categories characters fall into. And so many people are always focused on the main damage dealers, the characters who do the most damage and all of that. But I want to talk about MC and why being a damage dealer and, well, not the MC, but why doing huge damage numbers does not matter as much as you think. So with the MC and all iterations of the MC, but specifically Electro MC, you see a common theme of the MCs not doing that much damage. And with Electro MC, I wouldn't say the MC does a cracked amount of damage, right? It's pretty decent. It's probably, I think, maybe the weakest out of all of them. To me, that's just how I feel. I have to still level her up more to fully get it, but I don't have my MC super leveled up anyway. Like, my GLMC is literally like, I think, a level 2 or 3. Like, so it's like, you know, maybe more constellations make the MC significantly better. Hopefully. I gotta check their constellations again. But basically, with the MC, you see a constant theme of the MC not doing much damage, and many people say the MC is bad for that. But there's a huge but to this that people are not realizing. The MC, especially Electro MC, has a function, a reason. I don't know why they don't have artifacts on right now, but don't worry about that. But if you don't know, especially with this MC, they really nailed it. They really hit the nail, and that's why I say the Electro MC is a great unit. I will say this: the Electro MC is a great unit, and I will explain why. But if you don't know, the Electro MC, their main goal is to give you energy. They have these abundance emblems on their E, which gives you energy and flat energy, plus increases your energy recharge. Like, let me show you. First, I want to put artifacts on those because these actually matter. But basically, you'll see it based on your energy. Once you get to, and you should have your, if you don't know, level up your MC, by the way. I just want to say that. Level up your MC, because that does matter, because they do give energy, like after a certain level, you get 10% energy on the abundance emblems from the MC. So if you want to see, look at this, right? My Xiao's energy is 141. So watch what happens when I pick up an abundance amulet here. I'm gonna pick it up. I think I picked up 2. And it went up 40%. So now, pop alt. Oh wait, you can't gain energy and alt. This is probably a bad example because the Jao can't gain energy and alt, right? But the point still stands, right? You get it. My point is you can literally transfer energy to other characters. For a character, oh my god. And this is why I say the Electro MC is a great unit. They do not do damage, but they now allow you to play in ways that literally cannot be played before. This is now the best battery in Genshin. Like, truthfully, this is the pure definition of a battery unit. I do not know who's coming next. I don't know if Ball's going to be a battery unit. So if you're going to say like some Ball leaks, don't, because I don't know nothing about that, right? But right now, Electro MC may be one of the best Electro characters. Simply on the utility alone. You have to realize not everything in this game has to be damage. And when it comes to units, I would say a majority of units in this game are actually really good. And it's not because they do crazy damage, but maybe because they do something. For example, like Kaya. Kaya is the only, I think, ice character who has those ice things that circle him. Like, don't get me wrong, Rosaria has a little thing that she's like, little spear. Chongyun has his field and his little blades. Freaking Ayaka has Sometsu. Like, there's other cryo characters that probably better than Kaya, right? But Kaya has something that no other cryo character has, and that alone gives him a little bit more value than everyone else. And I've seen people run Kaya, and I've seen Kaya do some amazing shit. So it's like, I don't care what you say, the free-to-play units are actually great. And so I think a lot of people mistake it that, oh, damage is all that matters in Genshin, and that's all that's relative to character strength. But no, characters fulfill certain things, certain roles, certain things. Like, they are probably realizing at this point, we cannot keep releasing characters who do the same shit as other characters, because then you will have a case of D-Luke, where D-Luke is now at, I wouldn't say bad, right? D-Luke is not bad by any means. He's still great. But compared to the newer units, he falls behind now. And so I don't think they want that with units. So I think what they're trying to do is now give every unit purpose. Like with Kazuha. Kazuha and Sucrose are fundamentally very similar. Elemental Mastery, Swirl, gather people up. But Sucrose provides you Elemental Mastery, Kazuha Elemental Damage. That one distinction is enough to give them 2 different roles in teams. Straight up. Because with Kazuha, you do not need to run him in an EM team. What I mean by that is like a reaction team. A team where you need to proc reactions like Melt or, Vape. You don't need to run him like how you would run a Sucrose. Sucrose provides you straight Elemental Mastery. With that means you usually want to do reactions, and that's usually for a reactionary team. With Kazuha, you could run him in a Melt team. Or not, well, yeah, a Melt team. But you also can run him, what I meant to say is in a Freeze team, where you don't do elemental reaction like damage, because Freeze is not like a damage, reaction. But you can run him in that, boost your cryo damage for like a Ayaka or a Ganyu or whoever team you want to use, And basically, Kazuha fits that role that no other character fit before that. And so you see this constant thing where units are being released that fit roles in each slot, each weapon class, each element that do specific things. And I think many people need to realize at this point, units aren't going to be busted. There's no more, super busted. Oh my god! You remember when Ganyu came out? Oh my god! Ganyu! She's doing crazy numbers! I remember that morning. I was up at 6 a.m. and people were going. The Chinese community was going crazy because of Ganyu, and I don't think we're gonna see much of that anymore. I think we're gonna see way more balanced units who fit roles, units who have niches, units who certain characters, certain people will like, certain people won't like, and that's the way it is. And with Electro MC, I've realized, I haven't realized it. Well, I've been realized it, but the MC is truly gonna be one of the best units. And the reason I say this is because of the simple fact of what are they gonna do with the next elements? This is the third element. We still have Dendro. We still have Hydro. We still have Pyro, Cryo, and then on top of that, they showed Dainsleif in the little spoiler trailer a long time ago, you know, previewing the chapters, and they said Inazuma was coming third. Inazuma came third. So that means Sumeru is next. And so we're about to get Dendro MC. What's that going to be like? And then on top of that, we might go to Conria. And if we go to Conria, could we learn Kimia? If you don't know the lore, like, there's many things in the lore. I think after the child fight, right, with the MC using both elements, the MC has so much potential that is nutty. And we already know the MC's abilities are previews kind of to what the Archons do. So think about that even. That's cool. The MC is literally like a mini Archon. And no one realizes it. Even within the lore and game. And it's awesome. And I cannot wait for more units. The Electro MC is so good. If you are waiting to build a version of the MC, this is the best version. Simply enough because you would never have energy issues ever again. Think about that. You get a flat, literally, you get flat energy. And on top of that, with the amulets, now you're getting, like look at my energy. My energy is 216. That's so easy to get because how many energy recharge weapons there are. Look how many energy recharge weapons there are. Favonius and Sack. Like, you probably have gotten a Favonius before, and you probably will eventually get a Sack. And on top of that, we got a free Festinger Desire a long time ago. So, with that being said, getting energy is not hard. You can even get energy, like an energy sands if you want. Look, I'm running an energy sands right now. And with 216 energy, you can give like 40 energy back to your other characters. This literally makes building energy on other characters obsolete. You can literally just roll straight crit damage or crit rate or other stats like attack and not worry about energy. And so that's what I'm saying is that the MC allows you to play in a whole nother way that you couldn't do before. At first you would have to run a specific battery or character who made a lot of particles, you know, for that element. But now I can run like a Shao, right? Like, hold up. There's treasure hoards right here. Watch this. With the MC, boom, get that. Hit that twice. Look, I'm almost at full energy already. Let me pop this down. And then on top of that, their ult gives you energy per second every time you proc that. You know, like doing the normals. So with Shao, you can gain energy in his ult now. With the MC. So then look at that. If I kept going and kept fighting, my Shao may be at half energy. If I pop that the same time I popped his ult. My Shao probably could be at like full energy. Soon as he got off of what's the name? And then on top of that, the amulets increase your energy recharge. And so that's what I'm saying. The MC is gonna be great. All iterations, I think. And I definitely think, honestly, this is the best version of MC. So if you are waiting to build the MC, build the MC now. I think this is maybe the best version of the MC. Take advantage, build the MC, because they're really good. It's just getting better now. But I'm gonna fight this boss. finish this. And I'll talk to y'all later. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that is very much appreciated. I'm gonna keep making content, keep doing my own thing, to keep doing it. And yeah, have a nice day. See y'all. Bye.